November was a fun month, and I have some book acquisitions. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and today, guys, we have got the November book haul. But before we get into that, please do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel grow, and you can check the description box down below for links to all my social media, including information about the Patreon, the Discord, Pango Books, Blue Sky, Instagram, all of that's there for you to explore. Now, we have got a book haul here, of course, because the wizard's gonna buy some books, whether he can afford to or not. That's the key here, whether he can afford to or not. But with that out of the way, let's jump right on into this. We have got, on the top of the stack, boom, Dragon in Winter by Jonathan Mayberry. This is the third Kagan the Damned novel. And at the time of recording, I have yet to read book 2, but I already know I'm going to love book 2, or at least I'm anticipating that I'm going to love book 2. And so, I've purchased this gorgeous blue, black, and white, and just dragon and bronze, and I don't know, I love everything about this cover, especially like the orange Jonathan Mayberry right there. Like, this is one stunning cover. I can't stop looking at it. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to close out this trilogy, and so I purchased it. And next up, we have got this one. Now, I bought this entirely because of my friend Chris, the Bearded Book Beast, whose channel is linked in the description box down below for you to check out. I highly recommend you do so. He does weekly book mails on such a large level that I'm discovering indies from Chris. Chris is just amazing. He's all over the place. Chris is fantastic. Check out his channel. It's linked in the description box down below. But this is supposed to be a fantasy standalone that he kind of showcased on his channel in one of his weekly book mail openings. And this is by Alex S. Bradshaw, and this is Trollgrave. Look at this cover. I instantly fell in love with the idea of a indie fantasy standalone. It just called to me and appealed to me. Something stirs in the forest of broken trolls. Despite all his skill in healing and runecraft, Godspeaker Alvar Innerson could not save everyone. In the week of failure, he seeks aid from an old mentor and witnesses a wave of darkness sweep over the land that for a single moment extinguishes all magic. And it goes on, but this book is just absolutely stunning. And I will have a link to it in the description box down below. I always try and do that now for the indie books that I showcase on the channel so that you can just quickly pop in, read the description for yourself, and possibly purchase it if you are so inclined. Keeping the indie theme going, we have got However Many Must Die by Phil Williams. And I know book 2 just is either coming out or just came out. And I've had my eye on this one for months and months and months. And I finally decided to go and pull the trigger. This has got blurbs by Mark Lawrence. It's got blurbs by Patrick Samphire, who is an indie author that I absolutely love. And we've also got Julia Serene from the Fantasy Hive. Wild Wish has trained to do one thing: kill. Saved from a lonely backwater existence by a global war, Wish couldn't believe her luck when she got into the Blood Scouts. Now she gets to share tents with an all-female platoon of night-stalking, giant-slaying, bone-seeking, battle-swaying legends in the making. The problem is, they keep dying. That sounds fantastic and heartrending and beautiful. And, like, you can just look at the main character on the cover. She's got this smirk on her face. Oh, look at that smirk. It's awesome. So, that is definitely one I'm excited to check out. You knew when it dropped I was going to buy this. This is the fourth fall, book number 11 in 1,000 Li. I've been talking about this for over a year now. If you love cultivation, if you love progression, if you love Asian fantasy, please do yourself a favor and check this out. It's fantastic. I love this series, and I'm sad that it's almost over. And then I haven't even read the first book, but I love this author so much, having only read 3 of her books, that I keep buying up new books of hers as they release. We've got Hell of a Witch by Rachel Aaron. I'm not going to read the blurb on the back. You're going to have to check it out in the description box down below, because this is book number 2, and I don't want to spoil myself, because Hell for Hire was book number 1, and I've been meaning to get to that one, and I just haven't yet. But, I mean, look at the use of the green, though, with, like, the cool hat. We've got a broom on the back. We've got this cool-looking cat. Like, the cat's also got... I don't know if I can make it focus. Can you... Here, don't focus on my face. We've got... The cat has the same green eyes as the background. It's awesome. It's so dope. I love this artwork. It's super cool. And then I got in my Kickstarter edition of War Height number 4. This is Betrayal. Now, if you've been kind of following me on the channel, I've kind of lost interest in this series. But my main plan for right now is I don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway on the Patreon. But my plan right now is to potentially do a giveaway of all 4 of the Kickstarters to one lucky patron. And then that way they can have this on their shelf. Although this cover has got a skull on it with blue wispy lights coming out of it. And that is making me second guess every statement I just made. Because that is awesome. Oh man, that's one gorgeous piece of artwork. Maybe I'll try book 3? I'll try book 3 before I do a giveaway. Because this is book 4. I need to give it another shot. Where is book 3? Deception, right there. Haha, I found it. I know where my books are. Don't judge me. Surprising nobody. I picked up these 2 bad boys. We've got The Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook by Matt Denneman and Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I believe this is 2 and this is 3. I've been wanting to pick these up for a while now. I've been excited to get my hands on the hardcover releases. And frankly, there's also a kind of anthology short story that is released in the back of each hardcover. And I am excited to get to it. This is going to look super pretty on my shelf. Just look at that. The pink, the red, the spine. Gorgeous, gorgeous books. I'm very excited to have read these and now to have physical copies. I'm trying to read book 7 physically, but it feels wrong because I've done them all on audio. And I just feel like I'm doing it wrong. So we've got those. Those can go straight onto the red shelf, though. And that makes me feel pretty good about myself. Speaking of indie, you've kind of seen this box making the rounds on BookTube lately. That's going to be fun to clean up later. But let's take this out of the box. And we've got a beautifully packaged with goodies and stickers and bookmarks. Look at this. You've earned 1 XP token. Bibliotheory. Look at that. Look at Bibliotheory's bookmark. Bibliotheory's bookmark is way cooler than it has any right to be. But he was kind enough to send this to me. It comes with like a little keychain right there. We're going to just... Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. The little lacy ribbon. Drop that down. I don't know if that counts as ASMR, but I do what I can, guys. And then we're just going to ham-fist our way into this very shiny, awesome packing paper. Oh, come on. Let me, little piggy. Little piggy. This is very well packaged. Like, made sure. Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing this in the flesh. Aaron M. Payne. We have got Falling into Oblivion. The debut from Bibliotheory. This is science fiction. Modifications come at a price. Detective Sol Harcones is tangled in the wires of a deadly conspiracy involving defective body modifications causing permanent brain damage. A suspect is known, but something more dangerous may be lurking in the shadows. This sounds dope! Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Bibliotheory, for sending this one to me. Oh, I'm very excited. We got more indie. Y'all know I love Titan Hoppers. Well, I had to get a physical copy of Rob J. Hayes. I need to get copies of Rob J. Hayes' latest Kickstarter, the God Eater stuff. Hopefully he'll do new editions of God Eater with the second Kickstarter, so that way I can correct my poor decision making to not back the first Kickstarter. This is just me saying, hey Rob, I'm sorry. I'll do better in the future. Please include those on the next section of the Kickstarter so then I can create it. This is just me playing with Rob, who may or may not watch this. But we've got Fleet Champions right here. This is Titan Hoppers number 3. I love this series, and I'm very excited to get back to it, because it's awesome. But I'm not going to read the blurb, because, again, just go watch my reviews, because this is book number 3. And then, this is Brian from BellTube's fault. We've got more Sandman Slim. And I said in my last book haul incorrectly that the size had changed. What I had was a UK Kill the Dead. I've actually replaced that copy of Kill the Dead with this copy of Kill the Dead. It's purple and not yellow. And you can see it's a matching size. Yay! So we've got the first 5 here. Number 2 is Kill the Dead, which I've already read. I talked about it in my last book haul. We've got Aloha from Hell. Fantastic name. I didn't like Kill the Dead all that much, but I'm still giving it a shot. And then we've got Kill City Blues, and we've got Devil Said Bang. This is urban fantasy. It's gritty, it's dark, it's in your face. It's pretty darn good. And we've got 4 more books to talk about. I bought a small lot of mass market paperbacks off of eBay for Robert McCammon books. These are the classic 80s paperbacks. I got a copy of Blue World. The more I see this, the more I fall in love with the cover. So this is a short story collection from Robert McCammon. I love his writing. I got Usher's Passing. This is a take on the fall of the House of Usher, set I think 100 years after the fact. So that's by Robert McCammon as well. And we got Bethany's Sin. Look at this thing. These covers are gorgeous. They're like textured. They're like, I'm digging it. I'm here for it. In a mad stampede, they storm the tree-lined streets and wield their wrath upon their ancient enemy. I've heard these can be a little bit more on the pulpier side for McCammon, but I'd be down to read some pulpy McCammon. That sounds delightful. And then the final thing I have to show you, is rather heavy, but I got a great deal on this. Off of eBay, I bought Lock and Key's Compendium. This is the graphic novel collection of Joe Hill's Lock and Key. I've been wanting to get this into my collection now for about 1.5 years, and I finally found a price that I could live with. I just had to pester the seller to ship it to me, but other than that, this thing is heavy. It's gonna be interesting to read from, but it's full color, glossy finish. I'm very excited to have this in my collection now. I've read the first few pages right before I left for my trip to Kentucky, and brutal stuff, very brutal, but at the same time, I'm here for it. But that is the November book haul, my friends. Please let me know what you picked up this month. Which one of these should I prioritize? And yeah, that's all I've really got for today. I hope you're doing well. Till next time, peace out. Stay magical. Bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting my passion and my hobby. It means the world to me.